Hello and welcome back. In this video, I will share with you sample question and answer of emerging technology on chapter 2, and this one is chapter 2 part 2. If you are new here and need to learn or get technology related video, please subscribe to this YouTube channel and you will not miss any video which will be released from Lammi Shoto. Question number 1. What is data science? The answer is data science is a multidisciplinary field that uses method, process, algorithm, and any system to extract knowledge and insight from structured, semi-structured, and unstructured data. Question number 2. What are the roles that are needed from data scientist? The answer is the skills that are needed from one data scientist include the skill of analyzing large amount of data, data mining, communication skill, statistics, linear algebra, programming skill, especially SAS, R, and Python programming language. Question number 3. What the goal of data science? The primary goal of data science is to extract knowledge and insight from data, in which the data may be structured, sub-structured, or unstructured data. Question number 4. Describe the main discipline that contribute to data science. There are so many disciplines which contribute for data sciences, in which some of them are data engineering, data preparation, data mining, predictive analytics, machine learning, data visualization, as well as statistics, mathematics, and software programming are some of the disciplines which contribute for data science. Question number 5. What are the data and the information? Data is a representation of fact, concept, or instruction. Data is unprocessed fact and figure. Data is represented by alphabet, which means A to Z, and by using digit 0 to 9, or by using different characters. And when it comes to information is a processed data on which decision and action are based, and it is data that is meaningful to the recipient or receivers, and it is also interpreted, organized, structured, and processed data is called information. So this is the difference between data and information. Question number 6. Write the difference between data and information with example. When it comes to data, data is unorganized or unrefined fact, and information is organized data presented in meaningful context, and data is an individual unit that contains raw materials which does not carry any specific meaning. But when it comes to information is a group of data that are collectively carries a logical meaning, which means meaningful. And when it comes to data, data does not depend on information, but information depends on data. Data or raw data alone is insufficient for decision making, which means you cannot make decision from data. But when it comes to information is sufficient for decision making. An example of data is student test score, which means maybe quiz, test, and something like that. And when it comes to information, the average score of the class is the information derived from the given data, which means when you calculate average or when you calculate the ranks, it can be information. Question number 7. What are the steps of data processing cycle? Data processing cycle consists of the following 3 basic steps. Those are input or data, processing, and output are the 3 data processing cycle. Question number 8. Can we process data manually by using a pencil and a paper? Discuss the difference with data processing using the computer. The answer is yes, which means we can process the data manually and by using computer. Manually, data processing can be done using pen and paper, using simple devices like typewriters, or electronically. Data processing can be done using modern data processing tools such as computer. So we can process data by using a computer, or we can process manually by using a pencil and a paper. Question number 9. Data types can be described from diverse perspectives. What are these perspectives? Data types from computer programming perspective, data from data analytics perspective, data from technical point of view. Question number 10. List at least 4 examples of data types from computer programming perspective. These are some or common data types from computer programming perspective. Those are integer or int, which is used to store whole number, which is known as integer. There is also boolean. Bool is used to store only 2 values, true or false. Character or char is used to store only single character, for example A, B, C, D. Floating data types, which is used to store real number, which means including rational and irrational number. There is also alphanumeric string, or we can call as string, which is used to store combination of characters and numbers. So these are some of the common data types from computer programming perspective. Question number 11. From data analytics point of view, how many types of data are there? From a data analytics point of view, there are 3 types of data types or structures. Those are structured data, semi-structured data, and unstructured data. Question number 12. Write the difference between structured, semi-structured, and unstructured data. Structured data is stored in predefined manner or predefined format, whereas unstructured data is an information that does not have predefined data model and is not organized in predefined manner, while semi-structured data does not have or follow the tabular format, which means table format, structure model associated with a relational database or other data table. Question number 13. Give at least 2 examples of structured, unstructured, and semi-structured data types. Example of structured data include Excel file and SQL database or structured query language database are the 2 best examples of structured data. When it comes to semi-structured data, the example of semi-structured data include JSON data and XML or extensible markup language data are the best example of semi-structured data. And finally, we have unstructured data. Some of the examples of unstructured data include audio, video file, NoSQL, or non-SQL database are some of the best examples of unstructured data. Question number 14. Semi-structured data is also known as self-describing data. What does by mean self-describing data? Semi-structured data does not have fixed schema or predefined data model like structured data, but it is not entirely unorganized like unstructured data. Instead, the information is loosely organized with self-describing tag, which means a semi-structured data has one tag for describing the data or information. Due to this reason, semi-structured data is called self-describing data. Question number 15. Among data types from data analytics perspective, which one is suitable for analysis by human or by computer? How? The answer is structured data, which means structured data is suitable and straightforward to search and process or analysis both by human and by computer algorithms. However, unstructured data is more difficult to search and analyze, so we can say structured data is straightforward or suitable for analysis by human and computer than semi-structured and unstructured data. Question number 16. Is Facebook and Twitter data are structured or unstructured data? The post on Facebook or Twitter will have both structured and unstructured data. For instance, the number of shares, views, likes, and the hashtag you use are structured data. There is a predefined purpose for each of these. However, your posts are also unstructured. Due to this reason, social media data like Facebook data and Twitter data are categorized under structured and unstructured data. Question number 17. What is the data types from technical point of view? The answer is metadata, which means based on technical point of view, we have data type which is called metadata. Question number 18. Define the term metadata. Metadata means data about data, and metadata provides additional information about a specific set of data. Question number 19. Write the metadata of cat. So here we have a cat. Cat is a data, or we can say cat is a data, and information about this cat are categorized under metadata, which means a name of this cat, the author of this cat, or the person who draws this cat, the date he captured are metadata or information about this cat. So in general, this cat can be a data, and information about this cat or additional information about this cat are metadata. Question number 20. What are the 5 key high-level activities for big data value chain? So the following are high-level activity of big data value chain. The first one is data acquisition, the second one is data analysis, the third one is data curation, the fourth one is data storage, the fifth one is data usage. So these 5 things are high-level activities of big data value chain. Question number 21. Which information flow step in the data value chain is labor-intensive or difficult? Why? From the steps of data value chain, data acquisition is labor-intensive or difficult activity because data acquisition is one of the major big data challenge in terms of infrastructure requirement. Due to this reason, data acquisition is difficult activities from steps in data value chain. Question number 22. Define the term big data. Big data is a blanket term, or big data is a term for collection of a data set in which the data set is so large and complex that it becomes difficult to process using online database management tools or traditional data processing application, or ordinary computer is called big data. Question number 23. List and discuss the characteristics of big data. Big data can be characterized by 4 V or more. The first V is volume. Volume means a large amount of data, or a data which is massive. The second characteristics of big data is velocity. Velocity means data in live streaming or data in motion. The third characteristics of big data is variety. Variety means data comes in many different forms from different sources. And the fourth characteristics of big data is veracity, which means can we trust the data or the accuracy of the data. So in general, any data which have high volume, velocity, variety, and value is called big data. Question number 24. What types of data does Commercial Bank of Ethiopia have? Is it big data? How? data of Commercial Bank of Ethiopia can be considered as big data because Commercial Bank of Ethiopia generate various types of data related to customer information, transactional information, financial statement, credit score, loan details, and etc. Due to this reason, the data which is found in Commercial Bank of Ethiopia can be considered as big data. Question number 25. Is social media data or big data? The answer is yes, which means a social media data like Facebook data, Instagram data, Twitter data, TikTok data can be considered as big data because it is massive size, high update speed, and the range of content modalities makes social media data as big data. So in general, Facebook data, Instagram data, Twitter data, or TikTok data can be considered as big data. Question number 26. What is the difference between cluster computing and Hadoop ecosystem? Cluster is simply a combination of many computers designed to work together as one system. A Hadoop cluster is therefore cluster of computers used at Hadoop or Hadoop cluster are designed specifically for analyzing, storing large amount of data or large amount of unstructured data in distributed file system. So in general, Hadoop ecosystem or Hadoop use a concept of clustering for what? For handling big data. Question number 27. List out and discuss the benefits of using cluster computing in big data. These are some of the benefits of using cluster computing in big data, in which the first one is resource pooling. When you say resource pooling, combining available storage space to hold the data. The second one is high availability, which means cluster computing is fault tolerance and availability guarantee to prevent hardware or software failures. And the third one is easy scalability, which means easy to scale up horizontally by adding additional machine to the group or to the cluster if needed. So these are some of the benefit of using cluster computing for big data. Question number 28. List and discuss the characteristics of Hadoop. Hadoop can be characterized as economical, which means the first characteristics of Hadoop is economical. Highly economical, as ordinary computer can be used for data processing, which means in Hadoop we use ordinary computer or we merge ordinary computer for what? For handling a big data. That's why it is economical. The second one is reliable. It is reliable as it stores copies of data on different machines and is resistant to hardware failure, which means you can get a copy of our file if the software or hardware of one device or machine is failed. The last one is scalable. It is easily scalable both horizontally and vertically, which means you can easily add a device or machine to Hadoop horizontally or vertically. Question number 29. List the component of Hadoop ecosystem. Hadoop ecosystem has evolved from its 4 core components, in which these 4 core components are data management, data access, data processing, and data storage. So data management, data access, data processing, and data storage are the 4 components of what? Hadoop ecosystem. Question number 30. List a big data lifecycle with Hadoop. The first big data lifecycle with Hadoop is ingesting data into the system, which means feeding the data into the system or to Hadoop. The second big data lifecycle with Hadoop is processing the data in storage. The third big data lifecycle with Hadoop is computing and analyzing the data, in which the primary goal is to extract a knowledge or insight from the data. And finally, the big data lifecycle with Hadoop is visualizing the result. So these are the 4 big data lifecycle within Hadoop. Question number 31. How big data and Hadoop are related to each other? When you see the relationship between big data and Hadoop, big data is a data which is complex and so large in size. When you come to the relationship between big data and Hadoop, big data is a data which is complex and large in size. So to analyze or to process or to handle this big data, we need technology. So to easily handle this big data or this complex or large data set, Hadoop or Hadoop framework can be used. So we can say Hadoop is a solution of what? Hadoop is a solution of big data. That is, the framework or the Hadoop framework can be used by professionals to analyze big data and help businesses to make decisions. So we can say that Hadoop framework or Hadoop software is a solution of big data. Question number 32. What are the respective components of HDFS and YARN? The 2 main components of HDFS are a name node. It is a master node for processing metadata information for data block within HDFS. And the second one is data node or slave node. This is the node which acts as slave node to store data for processing and used by the name node. And this is my last question I want to ask you. Have you subscribed to my YouTube channel or Lambi YouTube? A, yes, B, no. If yes, or if you have subscribed to my YouTube channel, thank you, I love you. If no, or if you haven't subscribed to my YouTube channel, please subscribe it now by clicking subscribe button. Thank you for watching this all about emerging technology sample question and answer on chapter 2 part 2. See you in the next video.